Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host Don Vic. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Woo! What a great day today. Saturday's nice out today. I'm enjoying the day. So how you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Woo boy. So today we got a special guest coming on the show, all the way from the UK, paranormal investigator, my friend Liz Mills coming to the show. I sent her the link. I'm just waiting for her to log in. I'm not sure if she is having problems logging in, but we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. We're going to give her some time to try to log in and come on the show. If not, then we'll reschedule the interview for a later date because sometimes this happens. Sometimes connections don't happen too well and people can't connect to the show, but that happens. So just bear with me, guys. But other than that, I also have today at 5 p.m. a great uh, a great friend of mine, all the way from Ohio. She's an author, Catherine Marie. She'll be on the show today at 5 p.m. and she'll be talking about her book that she just released called "Eye of a Survivor," which is based on a true story, of course, because this book is written about her um, growing up in the streets of Ohio. You know, she was an addict. Talks about addiction and sexual you know um, stuff going on in her life. So we're going to bring her on the show today at 5 o'clock and talk about her book and talk a little bit about her upcoming up in Ohio, and definitely find out what made her change and write this amazing book that she got out now. And and how is her life going today? You know what I mean? And I hope that her message and can help someone out there that's going through the same situation she was going through. Hope that the message can help. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about, helping people. And so I can't wait to have them both on the on the show. Also, I'll be on a show tonight at 7 p.m. with my brother Matt. You know, big shout out to the P3 family. Oh, I think she's here. Big shout out to the P3 family. Big shout out to Parapost Network, and big shout out to all my Facebookers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all my viewers that are watching the show, YouTube, Facebook, Parapost, P3, and on and on and on and on and on. All right. So big shout out to Sue, David, and my Facebook user. That's Liz. Okay. So guys, I have my guest here on my platform, and we're gonna bring her on here. We're gonna talk about what she's got going on and what is the paranormal world doing for her. Okay, so please, everyone, welcome the one and only from the UK paranormal investigator, my friend Liz. Liz, how are you?
Hi, I'm all right. Hi,
Okay. Thank you for coming on the show.
that's all right. It's good to meet you at
Okay.
last.
So, so you're a paranormal investigator, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Um, tell us um what got you into the paranormal world.
Well, um, well, I watched Patty Adams, and the YouTube. I watched a lot of paranormal, shows on it and everything. And I watched Patty's quite a lot too. And I thought, well, Patty can do it. I'm sure I could do it. But I wasn't
Yeah.
a while after it. But we moved to the house in Craigs Hill. We got a house in Craigs Hill, and um, the that was real haunted.
Yeah.
No, quite a lot of houses were real haunted for me, right? And so we got done all that, but and then it wasn't. I seen Anthony Hambron, right? Well, he done his lives in England, so he says to me it's that Tracy's niece was coming up. I went, right. So Tracy had come up, got hold of me in Scotland, and I'd done my first live in the Priory. Done my first live in the Priory.
Okay.
Right. And that was good, but and that was my first live with Tracy. And then we done a second live, me and Tracy and my son, because Tracy was up at Scotland for a wee while, you know, for a wee holiday. And we done the second one at the psychiatric hospital in Hart Hill. Because my son fell out the window, you know.
Yeah.
It was a wee hole, but well, anyway, it fell anyway. Then the third live I done, it was me and my son in the woods. We done the woods, just up the road for us. And then it just continued for there. And then I got all my own live stuff, and that's been it ever since, you know. But
Okay.
I've always been into the paranormal.
Okay, so that's amazing. I got a friend here, Donna.
Mm-hmm.
Is she
If you
supposed
look
to be
at
on? Is she supposed to be on with you? I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
she's a friend of mine on my Facebook because I can send her a link, but I don't know if she's not a friend of mine. I don't think I can bring her on the
Well,
show.
there's Donna, and then there's my daughter, Eunice.
Right.
It was the two was supposed to come on the show, you see.
Yeah. I don't think she's a friend of mine on Facebook. So I can
Aye.
send her the link. Let me.
Aye. Can you send my daughter Eunice the link as well, please? Vic?
I don't know if I'm friends with them. Let me see if I can find her. Give me 1 second. Let me see if we're friends on the Facebook. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me see if I could Donna. Oh, here she goes. Oh, we are. Sorry, Donna. Sorry, Donna. Okay, so I sent you a link, Donna. So where do you like to do your investigation mostly, in the woods or in the cemetery? Where would you say you get more, you know, more
More
hits?
activity at
Yeah,
the Priory. At that Priory was more activity.
really.
Loads of activity. Loads at
Yeah,
that Priory.
the
Oh,
woods, huh?
because the witch's circle and everything's there. I remember when we first done the live, me and Tracy, Anthony's niece, me, Tracy, and Agnes. Well, Agnes couldn't come in, but it was me and Tracy, just the two of us.
Okay.
And she managed to get into the building, right enough. I couldn't get into the building, but
Okay.
she's seen a view, so she managed to get into the building. So when she came out the building, right enough, she was all in the building. Then when she came out, um, she had to come up the hill, so she came up the hill.
Okay. So
and
give me
but
give me give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Liz, because I got Donna here. Guys, please welcome
okay.
Donna, also another investigator. Hi.
Hi, hon.
Hi. I'm so sorry. I,
That's
I thought
okay.
I thought you was gonna come in with her on that side. I didn't know I was supposed to send you guys links.
She's in Scotland. I'm in Massachusetts,
Oh, you
but
in
we
my
work together.
oh, you in my city. Okay,
Yes.
Massachusetts. Hey, okay.
Could you send Eunice the link as well, please?
Eunice, I don't know. I don't know she's on my friend list. Eunice.
Eunice Starrins, her name is Eunice Starrins.
She
That's my
has to be
daughter.
but honey, she has to be on his friends list.
Yeah, she does. For me to send her the link. Yeah,
Text
so
her to be on his friends list.
I need to go and get my phone.
yes. So okay, Donna. So you're part of her investigation team. You're in Massachusetts.
Yep.
Oh, so how does that work when you guys investigate?
Okay. I know a lot of people. We're an odd team. How it works is she'll go live and then I'll go at the bottom. Like she'll click me on at the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
And how it works is I have abilities and I use my abilities how I can sense things, feel things, and stuff like that. And when I do, as she's walking around, I take the pictures.
Oh, so you're like a medium.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's awesome. And
If
how
you
long?
want to call it that. I've been opening more and more and more. So I'm getting there,
That,
unfortunately.
that's great. That's great. So, what do you enjoy more of the investigation?
On investigations,
Yeah.
actually, I'd love to be there instead of on the camera. You know, I'd be able to see more if I was actually there with them because I can only see what they show me on the camera instead of being there with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
it is exciting either way. Either way.
Okay.
I mean, you should see some of the pictures. I sent some to Liz. Um, just at least just a couple that I really wanted you to see.
Mm-hmm.
I've not sent them yet. I don't know. Send them.
Yeah, just a couple that I wanted you to see.
Is it when you're story?
A couple of my favorites that I wanted you to see. Full apparitions that I got. And it was just out of feelings that I get.
Okay.
And I just go for it and take the pictures.
Wow.
So
What has been the scariest moment for you, Liz, during the investigation?
I've not got really a scary moment.
Liz ain't scared of nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. That woman will stand up to anything. I'm telling you.
Wow.
We were laughing right enough because it was me and my grandson, and me and my grandson was in the cemetery. That one that me and my daughter was in, and my grandson. The last time you seen it. Anyway, so it was just me and him. It was in just the two of us, and we walked down a wee bit, and then we heard the voices, but you couldn't hear what they were saying right enough. So that was fine. Then we were walking on in it, and we walked through this wall about two times, and then the third time we walked through it, we heard a hello.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I'm looking at the wall, and I'm saying, "Did you hear that, Tyler?" And somebody says hello, you know. I said it was a man. I says, "That's right." And then the next minute, there's whatever it was that came, it went right in my ear, you know.
Wow. I would have been running. I don't know how you guys can do that. I'll be like, I'll drop cameras. I'll be like, meet me at the house. I am very scary.
Yeah, but you know what, Victor? That's the worst thing you can do because if you run, that's what they want.
No,
and that's when they're gonna attach.
Wow. Well,
when you run and you show fear, that's what they want. You got to stand strong. Right. They like those ones that show fear. Those are the ones they're going to go after. And Liz, she's funny because, I mean, she's come against some things, even in her own house with red eyes. And she's walked right through it and said, you ain't here for no party.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I just said to you, you're not here for the party, pal, you know.
This is, you know, oh my God. That world is a different world. And, you know,
hi, David.
Yes. And a lot of people don't believe in the paranormal world.
Huh.
And a lot do. I believe in it because I've seen some stuff in my lifetime. And I'm spiritual. So I know there is something out there besides us, you know. I know there's a being out there.
Why?
Have I experienced something where I could see? No. I've seen shadows, um, and that's all I needed to see.
Shadows, you got to be careful too. They're not good.
I've seen
Right.
shadows everywhere. We don't
So
bother with
I seen shadows, big ones.
Those are the worst. You got to be careful.
Right.
The big
So
ones.
yeah,
them. Bad be around here.
and I know it was bad energy because I
Yep.
felt the energy,
Yep.
and when I saw it, I started getting scared right away. You know, like I knew it wasn't a good energy. So
Exactly.
I started praying, and within a couple seconds, it disappeared.
There you go.
There you go.
You know why? Why did I experience that? Why did it come into my cell? I don't know. I don't know what was the whole purpose. I don't know what I did to call that energy inside.
It's not necessarily you. I mean, depends where you are.
Right.
You can walk down the street to a corner store. You can, especially people with abilities. When I walk out the house, I do my protection
Right.
because
Okay.
right down the next block, there's a funeral parlor. Up the street, there's a cemetery. Down the street, I have Lizzie Borden. So, I mean, I have to walk around with protection. You could go to the supermarket. I don't care where you are. You can pick up something.
Right.
So you have to be careful. Just like you said, you don't know where you got that from. You could
Right.
have got it off another person if they had bad energy.
See, I didn't look at it.
That's my daughter there, Victor. If you could get her on for me.
I know. Niece.
Eunice Starnes, her name is.
Okay. Yeah. I think she just.
Yeah, Eunice Stons. Yeah, she just
Yeah.
hit it up.
Let me see if I don't know if I'm friends with her, but let me just check. Let me just hit her up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let
Yeah,
me.
if you're near somebody, Victor, that
Yeah.
has like negative energy,
Hmm.
if they have like a bad past and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and that's what you got to be careful of
Okay.
because they can carry things.
Wow. I didn't look at it like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that that could happen. Oh, I do
Oh
have
yeah.
it. I
Oh
do have
yeah.
it.
Because I
Okay.
heal also, and I have to be careful certain things that I do because I don't want to get into bad energy. I have to
Right.
keep my energy clear.
Right. So, what would you say would be your biggest fear?
My biggest fear,
Yeah.
a D.
Who?
A D. I don't like saying a demon.
Okay. Yeah. I, I get it because I know that sometimes you can they can attach to you,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yep.
And
Even on the telephone, me doing it with Liz, people don't think it, but me being on the bottom of the phone, I could show you. Actually, Liz, you got some of the pictures.
Yeah,
Show him one of those pictures and what happens at me at the bottom of the phone.
Yeah,
okay,
but I'm trying to get it to know. Wait a minute.
I got your daughter here, I believe.
Right.
Let me bring her on. Give me 1 second.
Sorry.
What
Hi.
can you see? What? Hi, Eunice.
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome to the show. Hey, we be turned up here, okay? Okay. Dude, we turn up. Welcome
Watch
to the
when you
show.
see one of these pictures, Victor.
Okay.
And you're going to see the top of the picture where I take pictures of the apparitions.
Yes.
But then look at me at the bottom of the picture, where a lot of times my father blocks me and protects me
Yes.
because he's in spirit, Native American. But
messenger.
Yeah, if you can send him one of those just to show him what
I sent it
happens
in the messenger.
when we get into something
Yeah, I
bad.
sent it in messenger.
But
Okay.
Sorry, Victor, I
you
sent it
can't
in
even see
messenger.
me. It's like all pink smoke,
Really?
and
Wow.
there's a big rainbow across it. That's when I know it's my dad protecting me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Because if it's black or anything like that, that's not my dad.
right. So how can you tell the difference?
Well, like I said, I mean, just because I'm on the telephone and I'm working with them, they still come through devices.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's energy, right?
It's
They
energy, and
they
I'm a beacon light.
oh, right.
I'm like a beacon light on the phone.
Okay. So because I know they travel through energy.
I
Oh,
put
yeah.
it through your messenger, Victor. I don't know how to do the other ones, so I'm sorry.
Through
I put it
messenger.
through your messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've
so
sent you some other ones. Right, that's fine.
okay, so
That's the
how do you
same.
pronounce your name? Eunice?
It's Eunice.
Eunice. Eunice. Eunice, come down, please, from the planet. Yeah. It sounds like
Which is
a
so
name you
funny.
would find in Star Trek. You know, Eunice. Go find the unicorn. So Eunice, tell me what inspired you to get into the paranormal world? What caught your eye and what made you say, you know what, I want to get into this?
I think it was the fact that obviously watching my mum when I was younger, you know, I mean, me and my siblings, we grew up with all like the whole spiritual side of things. We've grew up with it all our lives, and also the fact that myself personally, especially when I was a wee girl, had also saw and witnessed a lot of things as well. It's still obviously it is something that I'm still really interested in through my personal experiences, and obviously following my mum's footsteps as well. It's like, you know, seeing what she's doing and stuff like that. You know, it's that's obviously I like to go in the investigations with her sometimes when I can, and it's a bit of both really.
Yeah.
So
Are you as brave as your mom? Because your mom seems like she ain't scared of nothing.
She ain't.
no, I want to say I'm as brave as my mum, right enough, but
With a name like Eunice, you got to be strong because you know, hey, you know, I'm trying to tell you. So,
I'm certainly not as brave as my mum, Victor, but she's definitely braver than me, but it's just something, you know, that me and my brothers have learned to live with through our lives. You know, I'm used to it, you know,
yeah,
through my mum, thanks to my mum, you know, and just seeing a few, obviously having that like few paranormal experiences myself as well. That I believe that, you know, seeing the things when I was younger at the time, you know, that I know my mum wasn't lying.
right.
You know,
Never lied in my life.
no, I know. Just obviously when I witnessed these things when I was younger, it was like I knew that my mum was telling the truth because obviously I eventually seen things myself, and I believe at one point as well when I was younger I did see the spirit of my great auntie who travelled the world, and I'll never forget it to this day.
Really?
Right.
I'll never forget it.
Have you ever had a scared moment where you said, "Holy crap, I don't want to do this no more"? Look at your mom's laughing. Liz is laughing like, yeah, she had a couple of those moments.
A few times in my life, a few times.
Yeah.
A few times. I think it was like when obviously she used to have what like my mum used to make sure that obviously the lights were turned off at night, and she wanted to obviously when she would try and connect with the spirits herself, and obviously I would come downstairs and like because the lights and that were off, you know, and I felt some things myself and I thought, no, I'm going to go back up to my room here. I don't like this,
I like the fact that Craig Silver.
But my mum just sat there. She didn't bother.
Yeah, she's like she wasn't moving. She's like that. They're like neighbors. They like neighbors now, you know.
Yeah.
It's just Tommy, you know. It's just Tommy. Don't worry about it. He's in the kitchen. He's in the kitchen moving stuff. We're fine. You know. So that's
right. I'll send you some photos, Victor. So
when you see the photos and you see me at the bottom with the smoke, you're gonna see my reaction. Where I wanted to put my hands up and say, I don't want my gifts anymore. I don't want anything anymore. I want to stop.
So let me ask you this. Because sometimes, you know, you can be in the house, right? You can be in the house and the lights can be off. Say you go into the bathroom.
I'll shut my lights off.
Liz, I believe you do. I believe you walk in the dark. Okay. Okay. So, because I'm saying this because sometimes, not all the time, like I might be going somewhere, or you know, even in my house, you know, I got the lights off and I decide to go to the bathroom or the kitchen, and sometimes I feel like there's something behind me, you know, and you know, I look and there's nothing there, but all I feel is like fear, like I'm getting scared.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
really?
Yeah.
You sound like you're sensitive.
I'm very sensitive.
No.
I'm very sensitive, Donna. Easy.
No, I mean, it feels like you're sensitive and you're feeling energy.
Right. So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
We could talk after.
All right.
Well, I don't want to talk after.
Let's talk after the show.
You can't say it here, you're not telling me after the show.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Right.
But
you ain't saying it's a good thing either.
Huh? What'd you say?
I say, but you ain't saying it's a good thing either.
Well, if you feel energy, you feel energy. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we could talk after, and I can talk to you after and let you know.
Okay.
Because it comes with more than just feeling the energy. Like you can feel the energy, but what comes with feeling that energy, there's more to it. Right. So we can talk after.
Okay, we can do that. So you know who that is, right?
Huh?
That's I keep forgetting Eunice.
Yep.
Eunice. Yes. Eunice. Capitan, Eunice. So so your brother is also an investigator too, right?
What is David saying? It's just a part of you. Exactly, David.
It's just a part of me. You telling me my
body? No, David.
Oh, David. Hi, David. David
Hopeson. Hi, David. It's just a part of you. When you have abilities and you feel that energy, it's what he's kind of saying. It's just a part of you. Like when you have abilities and you feel that, and it sounds like to me, you have a little something, and usually when
I have a little something. Well, I do, because I come from a very spiritual background. Like my mom, my mom, and my great mom. When I was young, she used to do a lot of I won't call it voodoo because it's not voodoo. She used to I don't know what you call it because I'm not into that, but like people will go over there to
Where are you from? Well, I mean, what nationality are you? Puerto Rican, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I thought.
Yeah. So
you're from Boston.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she I remember her like lighting white candles, and people will go there for healing. She
White
used to
white
like
candles are purity. Yeah,
right. She used to heal people. I know that.
exactly.
And she used to see things
Okay.
happen
So,
before they happened. So
okay, so she's on my spectrum.
right. So my mom and my grandmom, had that. They picked that up from my great grandmother. But I know I have something in me because I have some of those gifts.
It's
Sometimes
in the blood.
I see things before they happen, or I might say something to somebody and it'll happen like a month or two later. And they'll be
Oh
like,
yeah,
how did you know that? I'd be like, I just felt it. Something told me
exactly.
to
Mm.
tell you, and I told you, and
It
that's what
runs in the blood. And not
right,
everybody's the same. Everybody in the family, like my kids, they have it, but they're all different.
right, right,
Everybody's different.
right.
So we'll talk.
Okay. So Liz is over there. She's like, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm Native
She's always
American.
Victor. She's always got a cigarette.
Yeah. Hey, whoever looks at her thinks she's a mobster. She's sitting back there like, hey, okay.
Aye. Yep. Yeah.
That's so cool. I like that.
What is see, like I said.
Yeah.
See,
So
like I
David said,
said.
like you said, yeah. So
Yeah.
so what do you guys do before you guys go into Liz's favorite place, the woods? Like Liz will be going in there by herself. I'll be like, Liz, I'll give her a big push. You go first.
No,
I'll stay here.
no. First of all, we do protection.
Okay.
Aye.
We hold hands, even though I'm on the phone, somebody's holding hands with the phone with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And we do a big protection,
Yep.
a circle of protection of the white light. We call the higher power God,
Mhm.
and then we go all the way down, Mary, Archangel Michael. We go all the way down.
The guardians and everything.
All
Aye.
the
Yep.
guardians, the angels, everybody.
Everything.
And we call for protection of the white
Mhm.
light. No
Yeah.
negativity, only positivity. And
Okay.
then and you have to seal it. That's the important part, is sealing it with the sign of the cross.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you
And then
guys
you go in.
have you ever guys experienced anything with the Ouija board? Like go to someone's house that has been playing with a Ouija
No.
and open porters and nothing like that?
No.
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 Okay.
We don't. No into that. We're no into that.
No.
She does like I mean, not me.
No.
We're no
I'll
into
tell
that.
ya.
We're no into that nonsense.
No, I say that because I've spoken to other paranormal investigators where they have went to some guest house because
They
they're
open something.
porters and forget to close them. I think I was talking to Kevin Allen. But yeah, I just figured I throw that out there.
Ken
But
Allen?
right,
Well,
Ken Allen,
I'll
you know
tell you
Ken
Ken
one
Allen.
You
thing.
mean Ken Allen?
Ken
Ken
Allen.
Aye, Ken Allen.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
put it-
great.
well, put it this way. I know. Sorry, Donna. If they don't know how they can open something, but if they don't know how to shut it, God help
They're
them.
in big trouble.
Because they're in real big trouble.
Mhm.
Right,
Aye.
right.
It'll
Well,
You
bite
don't
them.
close that thing and you can't find
I
that
know.
same board to close it,
No.
Mhm.
you're in big trouble. You
Well,
got to find somebody like Ken to help you. Because
Yeah.
Ken is one of the best. He is the best that I know.
right. So, and the
But,
reason,
Well,
I was going to say, I've had my gifts since I was a little girl.
okay,
mhm.
Well, the ones that I knew when I was a little girl. I grew into others as I grew older.
right,
Now, I remember in my 20s, it was like 25, my ex-husband, which I don't know, I'm surprised you don't remember my name. I was supposed to come
David Hope.
if you know what
You
were
got to know
doing.
what you are
Yeah,
doing.
if you have a board and you know what you're doing, you open it and you close it. Exactly.
Okay.
But I'm surprised you didn't remember my name because I was going to come on your show about something else, but we'll talk about that.
Okay.
I didn't know how to get on. That's why I didn't get on your show.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
you know, I got so many people that have been on my show. I'm bad with memory, girl. So don't
Well, this
please
bad
forgive me.
person, it was about abuse, but this
Oh, okay.
bad person walked into my house with one of those, and I told him. He walked in 2 feet, and I turned around, and I didn't care at that point. I said, "Turn around and bring it back, or throw it away. Don't
Right.
bring that in this house."
Mhm.
And he just looked at me. He said, "Just a game. That ain't no damn game."
No, it's not a
Excuse my
game.
language. That's not
Right.
no damn game.
It's
He says,
not.
"Well, they sell them at kid stores, and
I
they
just
should be
know about
banned.
them.
They shouldn't sell them at kid stores. They should
No,
be
they shouldn't.
banned."
They should be banned, them things.
Well, you know what, Donna? I played it one time, right? I played it one time, and that was it for me.
Yep.
It was me and a few friends of ours. You know, the boy was there. We was bored. We was drinking, and
Yeah.
the young lady was like, "Hey, I got the game. Let's play Ouija board." At that
Yeah.
time, I didn't know too much about. I knew about it, but I didn't know about it. And when we started playing it, you know, when we started asking questions, as soon as I seen the thing move by itself, I was done. I said, I don't want to play no more. I'm
out.
I'm out. So then, you know, like, so the thing moved by itself. Then she had like a candle, right? And so the candle started going like this.
What color?
It was a white candle, but it was going like this.
Oh, wow.
Right? But at first it was steady, but then it started flicking and flicking. I said, I don't want to play this no more. Let's shut this down, and I'm done. So that's the first and last time I had my hands
Did
on.
they close it? Did they close the door?
I don't know. I didn't stay around to find out. I left. I was out that door as fast as a bullet. Okay, I don't play that. I see something move. When I ain't moving it, I'm leaving. I ain't asking questions. I ain't waiting to see what happened. I'm out of there. Okay. This is why I love what you guys do.
What I was going to say was, Victor.
Okay.
The house that I was in before in Craigs Hill. Well, because Donna's got abilities. Because Donna done this for me, right? And she went into the house. Now she doesn't know Scotland. She's never been to Scotland, okay, or anything, because we were talking about that, you know. And but Donna had said to me, "Is there a window up in the attic?" I says, "Well, I don't know, because I've not been up in the attic."
It's called. I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's called astro projecting. And I astro projected all the way there to that house. That
Anyway,
something just fell and scared me.
So anyway, because my son and his friend, they decided they wanted to go up to the attic. So we went up. Well, my son went halfway up, and then he came running back down again. And he says, "I'm not going up to the attic." I says, "How? What's the matter?" He says, "There's a woman up there with blue lights on her." And there's no way, he says, lying in front of a window, you know. Anyway, and Donna says to me, "Was there a window?" I says, "I don't know." Then I asked Charles, and Charles says, "Yes, there was a window up there." But I didn't know about that, right? Because I've not been up in the attic. But that house, as I say, anyway, in particular, which I would love to do a live in him, mind you.
Yeah, but it wasn't. But Liz, I don't mean to cut you, but remember I said I see a window to the left, and then the floor is not a floor, it's boards. You have to walk on the boards. If you don't walk on the boards, you're gonna go right through the ceiling. And I did see the lady. And then I snapped out. I just come back out of it. And her son. Hi Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. So my son, he went up, as I say, came down. but then they seen shadows going about and all that, you know, up in the attic. Anyway, so because that's some house that in Craigshill. I love that house, actually. Don't get me wrong. I used to sit in the kitchen at my glass table, sit in the kitchen, and all I had was a camcorder and a camera, and the things I caught was unbelievable. Loads. Now, I've seen shadows and all this carry on, yes.
Oh,
But I've
Kimmy's
also
here too.
seen...
Hi, Kimmy.
Hi,
Go ahead,
Kimmy.
keep talking.
Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Debbie.
I've also seen...
I don't know Kenny, but hi, Kenny.
No, Kimmy and Debbie, they're paranormal investigators too.
Oh, they are? Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay. We got the paranormal
Oh, I
team
need to
in the
get
building.
comfortable too.
And anyway, so I've sat and spoke to them because that's all they want, to talk to them anyway. Everybody thinks I'm off my head, but I don't care because I know who I'm talking to. So it doesn't bother me.
Right.
Anyway, I've not just only seen shadows, Victor. I've seen person just like me and you.
What?
You know what I mean? In another house, I'm doing it all quick. So in another house, well, the house that Eunice is in now, right enough, that used to be my house. I went into the toilet one day and I was washing my face. And I just had this feeling behind me. So I just turned around dead slow and it was a man standing there.
Oh, my
Right
goodness.
behind me, a man. Yep. I think he was for the miners thing or something. And I looked at him. I said, how did you get in here? Because all my windows was all locked, so the door was locked. I mean, how did you get in here? But he just, like, I don't know how to explain this, but he like flew. It was like his feet didn't even touch the ground. His feet didn't touch the ground, and he just went away, you know. But he was more shocked than I was. He was more shocked than I was. I was like asking questions. So I ran after him, but he disappeared.
Wow.
I said, that's great. So I've seen, when we were at the psychiatric hospital, I seen a lady. Now, Charles and Tracy, they didn't see her. I seen her. There was this lady, and she came out behind the tree, and she was just walking down a bit. She had a long white night dress with a long black hair. She was a lovely looking lady, right enough. And I says to Tracy, hen, put your live over there. I says, because there's a lady just came behind that tree. Wow. But by the time Tracy got round, she went, disappeared. Wow. They all want me to see them for some reason, I don't know why. When the wee Tyler's only 10, we went in the woods in the dark. And I seen a lady again at the grass. Well, I thought it was a big grass. And she was walking down. And I went and then I looked at Tyler. By the time I looked up again, she was like ducked down in the grass as if she didn't want me to see her. So I've seen a lot that's just like me and you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not just shadows and all this, but there's been an awful lot. And see my backyard right now. Yeah. Oh, and you know how the doorbell camera? Mm-hmm. That's well haunted out there as well.
Wow.
I have good fun with that. Yes, I have good fun with that because I love it. I love all this. I have good fun with that because I've been out before. I think we've got a few.
Yeah.
See, I got a feeling that guy that was behind you, Liz, was the maintenance guy. That was the maintenance guy.
Oh, I wish I knew who he was. You know,
that was the maintenance guy following you, Liz. You know, that was the maintenance guy. Okay, so Eunice, right? Eunice, am I saying it right?
Yeah.
I'll be trying to remember that name, but because I'm bad with names. Eunice. All right. So, have you ever came home or seen anyone that brought home bad energy? And what was their reaction? What did you notice that was different from them?
I'm not too sure. I think obviously my mum, she's
You'll need to
attracted
excuse,
quite.
sorry. You'll need to excuse me. I need to
Okay.
for a minute. Sorry.
My mum's attracted quite a few spirits, right enough, and I've not really noticed about like any of them following or anything like that. But I do believe that, you know, the same spirits did follow us to obviously different houses. I mean, me and my mum, and obviously my dad at the time, and my brothers. Obviously, we were raised in a house in Glasgow at the time, and I believe to this day, and I've even mentioned it to Donna as well, that we had a poltergeist. That this is what I mean. Obviously, you know, being raised with it, like being brought up with this kind of stuff and all the things that I'd seen and witnessed in the past.
Right.
I believe to this day, when we stayed in a house in Glasgow, we did have a poltergeist because it was like the doors were being locked on us. The pictures were getting thrown off the walls.
Wow.
And also my bigger brother, my older brother, he was actually, he got hurt when he was younger at the time. He actually got hurt by a picture frame with a picture in it that get thrown straight at him when he was younger at the time.
That was a
as well.
Aye,
that's what I'm saying. It's like I believe now that we had some sort of poltergeist in Glasgow, in a house in Glasgow at the time. Sadly, now that house that we stayed in with the poltergeist, that's been, you know, completely torn down. Now that's no longer a building as such. But there was a water tower that used to be across. There used to be in a big valley, because where we stayed where that poltergeist was, there used to be a big valley. It was like just nothing but fields and, like, you know, the backyard area. And there used to be the water tower, and this water tower was known to be haunted by a white lady as well. Wow. And at night, my mum used to tell me that she used to scream like a banshee at night. Mm-hmm. You know, like a banshee scream.
Mm-hmm. Because I let the cat out, and it was foggy that night, and I couldn't find the cat, and I heard this. Eee! And I said, well, there's a woman with a banshee, with the voice, you know. It
was like a banshee scream, but I can't. I mean, I believe obviously there has been possibly the same spirits that's followed us from house to house in the past, but obviously following a particular person, I'm not really sure. Apart from maybe my mum, maybe, you know, as my mum had said, maybe there's been a few spirits as maybe like the same spirits as maybe followed my mum and have attached themselves to my mum.
Right. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't know.
So when these things happen in a household, when you see things thrown away, doors locked, do you think they're trying to, well, there's several things they can be doing. Do you think they're trying to get you out the house? Do you think they're trying to connect with you?
Could be they were trying to connect, because I remember in that same house, about right enough, I remember when Charles got that big painting, it was right in the shooter. And of course, I got a hold of my father's walking stick, and I was like a raging bull going through that hall right enough. God tell him if I'd have got them. But anyway, so that was one. But there was another instant where we went with friends, and my man, he's not here with me right now, but him and Eunice, they stayed, and the friends. I came up the road. To cut a long story short, my son was so I took him in because my nephew was supposed to be watching him. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, I took him into the kitchen to get something to eat. So that was fine. So we were in the kitchen, we got something to eat. I went to open the door, I couldn't get the door opened. Wow. So we were stuck in the kitchen.
Right, aye.
We couldn't get out. I couldn't get out, and I said, what's going on here? And I'm trying to open the door, and I'm going mental, and and so I ended up, I broke the window with this hand. This is a famous hand. Broke the window, the wee portal window. I broke that with a hand, and I took all the glass out, and I put my son through the window. You know,
Yeah.
So
Wow.
the baby could out.
Hey, here's
Um,
Johnny.
Aye. Put him through the window, and then he had given me keys, and he came in, and he was taking a wee while, and I says, "Charles, what you doing? You're taking an awful long time." I hold on, ma. So he had to get a chair. The door was locked from the outside.
Somebody locked it from the outside.
From
I
the locked
think it
it from
was
the
like a
outside, and it was only
prankster.
me and Charles that was in the house. It was only two of us.
Because me and dad weren't in the house at that point, so there was
No.
nobody else in the house. So who could it
It's
have
only
been that
two
locked the
of us,
door from
just
the
me.
outside? We still don't know to this day.
It's only
I
two.
mean, I don't know, but they stood in that house for a while, and I don't know, but as they're talking about things, like, it's weird because that's how I get some of my stuff.
Yeah.
Like, as they talk about stories,
Yeah.
that particular person, I just got, it's like a prankster.
Right.
Like that.
That's me. I be
I'm
pranking
not,
people.
not the one throwing the pictures. No,
Mm.
that's different. But the
No,
one
that-
walking, I
that-
think, was a prankster.
No,
Mm.
but
You got pranksters too? I don't
the
believe
one
you.
that's on the
Pranksters.
pictures, there was a woman get murdered in that house. I didn't know it 2 years after it, but a woman get murdered in that house.
Yeah,
so-
yeah,
And maybe
neighbor
she
told
was
you.
trying to get her attention, I'm not sure. Although
Yeah.
we've had many houses that's been haunted. There was another house, the very first house I had, and they two were children at the time, they were wee babies. And I got my friend's daughter to watch my house for me, you know, because I was down, we were in the tenements, we stayed in the tenements, and it was the house at the bottom, you know.
Yeah.
So one night, because I used to go to my mother's, anyway, one night I was coming round there, and then I sees Lorraine, her face is chalk white, and says, what's wrong, hen? Oh my God, your house, Liz. I went, what's wrong with my house? She went, oh, the wind and everything was going up and down the hall, and all sorts of things or something. I went, what? So I said, don't bother, hen. I'm
Just
going with you anyway. So I went. There was a door. It's just a Yale lock, You know, you just put the key in. I put the key in. I couldn't even open the door. It wouldn't let me in. I says, "Come on, let me in." I says, "My house."
Wow.
Aye, 2 years before I get into that house. Had to get to my friend's house next door. 2 years it took before I get into that house. And photos fell off the wall in that one and all. And it seems there was a man there. Now, I never seen anything in that house, the first house. I never seen anything in the second house. It was building up to it for me to see things. I know that. Anyway, so 2 years it took. And then, so as I say, so me and my man were in my bed at the time. And then we heard the footsteps going down the hall.
This is my favorite.
So,
And I said,
so,
and I went and I said, what's
Wait,
going on?
Vic,
Oh.
you have to listen to this one. You have to
Okay.
listen.
okay.
Go ahead.
And I looked and I said, what's going on, George? And he went, there's footsteps going down that hall. I went, aye, I know. I hear them. And then it just stood at the door. So I went, oh, come on in. Whoever you are, just come in. Come in, for God's sake. Don't stand at the door. Let us know who you are. And my man went, what are you doing, Liz? You shouldn't be doing that. We don't want them in. You
Honey.
Her poor husband.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So, what do you guys do when you know, Liz or Donna? What do you guys do when this is present? Do you guys pray? Do you guys say a certain thing to get the spirit out, or how do you guys deal with that at that moment?
Well,
These houses were before me. So
Oh.
Well,
These are houses that she lived in before I even met her.
Oh, okay. So how do you deal with it, Liz, when when a situation like this happens in your home or anyone's home that you go to? How do you deal with that situation right there and then? Do you pray? Do you try to find out what this person is looking for or seeking for? Like, what's your process to get that spirit out of the house?
well, there's once in Craig's Hill, I managed to get it away. I just walked right through it. I didn't know if you were supposed to do that, but I didn't know anything about the paranormal at the time, right enough, you know. I just seen there was two red eyes outside the living room door. And that's how I says, that was that time I says, you're not here for any party, pal. So you're going. And I just walked through it. And it's like, before that, it was dark, okay? And the wee street light used to go off when I'd done my ghost thing. But after I went through that, well, after I went through it, I turned round and it was all right. It was all back to normal, whatever you would call it.
Like
No.
her house used to be very dark and gloomy.
At
And
first,
then after she got rid of it, her house was bright.
aye.
Right. So that's
But,
so that's my question. How do you get rid of it? What's the process?
She didn't know. She just walked through it,
I
and
just walked through
I
it.
think she stood her ground to it. Is what she
Stand,
did.
aye, stand your ground. That's the thing you do. You stand your
Mhm.
ground. Always stand your ground. Do never be frightened, because that's the worst thing you can do is be frightened. I would go and look for it actually. Being me, I would go and look for it and want to know what you doing here. You know, that's the kind of things that's the kind of things I do, right enough. I'm kind of stupid that way, but that's the kind of things I do, you know.
Yeah.
And I always stand my ground. Always. Even with that thing in the cemetery that hissed in my ear and all that carry on. Well, me and Wayne just stood our ground. We didn't run.
Mhm.
We just stood there, we were talking, we were busy gabbing away, and then we walked calmly out the cemetery. We didn't run. We never ran. The thing is, never run
No,
unless
don't.
it's really serious. If
Mhm.
it's really serious, like you say the D whatever it is, if it's really serious and you maybe need to get help, but knowing me, being me as usual, right enough, I would say, all right, what you wanting? You want the wine? I'll give you the wine. You get the red wine for this one, you know.
Well,
Yeah, like
you guys are brave because the first thing I would do is run. That Don Vic will be running a marathon. I think I'll run. I'll run the thing twice or three times before I stop. Okay. So this is why I love what you guys do, because it takes it takes a lot of courage to do what you guys do, to stand there and talk to something you can't see, right?
Mhm.
Something that you know that's dangerous, because either can get you sick, it can take over your body. Those are chances that you take every day that you're out there. So, I really respect the paranormal world, because it's not just going out there with cameras and trying to talk to spirits, or ghosts, whatever it may be. There's a lot of stuff behind what you guys do that maybe a lot of people don't see or know about. The chances that you guys are taking, by doing this, to try to bring something to the world, to see that, yay, this is true, this does happen, there are spirits. Because my question to a lot of paranormal investigators is this: why does a spirit linger after they die and not go straight to heaven? And this is the answer I get. They're not finished with what they were doing here, so they don't cross over, or
Mhm.
or they don't know that they're dead.
Mhm.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
It's true.
right. So
Or they died a tragic death. Yeah, same thing. they
Right.
died a tragic death so
Yeah.
fast,
Yeah.
like a motorcycle crash or whatever,
Right.
and they don't know they're dead. It happened
Mhm.
so fast.
Right. But see, I'm
So,
glad you said that because in our mind, right, everyone's mind is we always been taught this since we all were little. You die, you either go to hell or you go to heaven, right? That's what everybody says.
Or you go
Nobody
to
really,
purpose.
nobody says, well, when you die, you either go to heaven, you go to hell, or you be stuck in the middle.
Mhm.
You know
yeah,
what I mean? You be stuck in both worlds, which is the paranormal world. So that's interesting to me because I've always understood is either the hell or heaven. I didn't know there was a middle.
Mhm.
yeah,
I didn't know that there's still people lingering in this planet from 2020 from 100 years ago, right? Which is another question that I always ask paranormal. Okay, so when they say to me, "Oh, because they still here because they got unfinished business," right? So
true.
I say, okay, I understand that. But if they died 100 years ago till today, don't you all that gap that they have from 100 years ago to today, ain't that enough time for them to finish doing what they're doing and cross over?
Mhm.
Not
But
really.
maybe they're needing help to cross over.
Well,
Even children and everything could need help. There could
maybe
be bad ones there that could keep them back. Am I right, Donna? Am I right,
yes,
Donna?
Yeah.
yes. There's a lot of certain places where there's really bad spirits that don't allow them, that
Mhm.
hold them there,
Mhm.
and
Hold
we've
on.
heard it. They don't allow them to cross over. They think,
Mhm.
like they're the boss of the place, and
Mhm.
they don't allow them. They hold them there.
To hold them
Mhm.
hostage.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that's the truth.
So you're saying that a lot of them don't cross over because there's demons that hold them there hostage. Now, my question with that will be why, right? Why are they holding them back? What's the purpose of holding a soul back? If you're not taking them to the
You
devil,
just
if you're
said
not
the
taking
word.
them down to see Satan, then why hold them? Still have them lingering around the planet or Earth. For what purpose?
Be their slaves or something, maybe, or um, they just want to hold them there, and they're just no want to let them go. And
Just for
Well,
that's
them
you
the way
being,
it is in
I
some
you
just for
hear
them
a
being
lot of
evil.
yeah,
aye.
you hear a lot of people say, like Liz, you said the other night when you tried to help that one girl,
Yeah,
and
they
you
do.
said to follow the light on your
Mhm.
left shoulder.
Mhm.
Follow the light. Don't be afraid. Nobody can hold you here.
And then my hand
Follow
was
that
up like
light.
that. My hand was
Yeah.
up like that to hold the bad ones back.
Yep.
Yes,
Don't
that's
be
right.
afraid. And it was woods that we did near her house that were very bad. Don't be afraid. There was a man near her. Don't be afraid. Nobody can hold you back. Just follow the light. Don't be afraid of it because a lot of them are.
Right.
And
Mhm.
But
just, it's supposed to be what I was told. I don't know how true it is that follow the light on your left shoulder and go. Don't be
Mhm.
afraid. Don't let nobody hold you back and follow it.
well, you know
And
what?
that's what Liz did the other night.
I'm gonna knock myself over the head and see if I can go there for a couple minutes and see what's going on, right? And then come back because I need to know. I need to know what's going on that side.
No,
You know,
no, don't knock yourself over the
I
head
will do.
because they say suicide
Yes,
is a bad thing.
right,
Nah,
Mhm.
well,
Aye.
being Catholic, that's what they say.
right. Yeah.
We like to hope not because we like to hope, everybody believes in God and everything else, and they do still move on.
Right.
They're hurting. But, the Catholics say, and I don't want to say any more being here on live,
No, I know.
um, and I don't like that, the way they say that, because you never know.
Right.
You don't know what they said before they did what they did.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We don't. Nobody does.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they could have said, "Forgive me."
Mm-hmm.
You know, I accept you as my Lord and Savior. Please forgive me.
Right.
And you don't know if he did or not. Nobody can say.
Right.
No, nobody will know anything. As far as I'm led to believe, you cross a bridge
Yep.
and you see a light at the end of the tunnel. That's as far as I know.
Well, being Native American, we cross the bridge. Yeah.
You cross a bridge.
Well, I'm
and
gonna
you
see if
see
I can.
light
I'm
there.
gonna see if I can cross the Tobin Bridge and see if I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, I need to cross some bridge and be saved because I need help right now. So this is the part I love about the paranormal world. The why, the who.
Yeah.
The mystery that goes on the other side, and we're still till today investigating. And trying to find out why this is going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish they could talk. I wish they could talk to you. I would love that because I would have loads of questions to ask them.
Some of them do. Some of them do talk. Some of them
they do talk. It's just that obviously we can't hear them.
We can't hear them. They're in a
No,
different world.
I know.
Well, you got devices. You got.
I was going to say, we've got the devices now that can obviously that they can help get them to communicate with us now.
Yes, my friend Mark Lee from the paranormal, from the Wolf Pack. He has.
We're good with Mark. Yeah.
Yes, Mark Lee, good friend of mine.
Mark and Sean.
Yes, Mark has a device with an antenna that reaches the sky, right?
Yep.
And you can hear them.
The ghost box.
The ghost box talking to the voice box. I guess it's a voice box.
Voice box.
You can hear them, not clearly, but you can hear and make out. Mark can make out what they say. So if there can be someone out there that's watching that can make a device where you don't hear too much static, where it can be.
I know that white noise is terrible.
Yes, to understand, because even though a lot of these spirits crossed over, there can be a use too for us. And
well, the necrophonic's good for that. You don't hear any noise.
There's another one. It's just like the one you're talking about, and instead of the words, it comes out. I mean, instead of the
voice,
their voice, it comes out in words.
I like that.
I like that one better. With the words.
That's what we had in the woods, me and my son, when we were at the woods.
That one to me is clearer with the words, because with their voice, you can't always get everything clearly out.
Right.
And it's harder. But the one with the words, you can, when it comes up,
can make it clear.
You can really get it.
Right. So
I like that one.
This is, this conversation can go on for days, right? Because we got so many questions and people like, well, okay, what about this? What about that? What about that? It'll take forever. But the thing is this: we know that there's a third place, right? There's hell, heaven, and then we have the paranormal thing going on. So there's three places.
And wait another one.
Right. So my question has always been like, okay, how long is the spirit going to stay here for before they cross over? And why not go straight to the light when you're crossing? Is there a debt that you have to pay here before you cross over?
Some.
Now you've got to see that. You've got to see God, before you do anything.
So I mean, everybody, when they hear for, some have a debt to pay.
Right.
Some have unfinished business. It's all different.
Right.
I mean, there's so many different reasons.
Wow. This is amazing. This is truly amazing.
Can you show a couple of those pictures? Is it possible on the screen or no?
I do have my tablet, but
Oh.
it's frozen like ice cream.
That's all right. Well, you see them anyway, back to the sent them on the messenger.
Can you look at them yourself?
Yeah, I can look at them, but
I want you to just look at them yourself and see what you think.
hold on. Okay. Let me see.
Especially the priory ones.
Yeah, the priory with the girl, the apparition.
And the one with the witch's circle with the two kids with the something over their mouth.
He might not know which one that is, though.
Oh wow! I see this one. Hold on a second. It's like it's Donna, and there's like a half a face, like a half of a face. You can see like an eyeball and like half of a face there.
Priory, isn't it? That's a priory.
Oh, is that a
I
body?
think that's the priory.
Oh, is that a
it's
body?
the priory. Yeah.
Wow.
That priory was something else, Victor, because there's a lot in that priory. There's a witch's circle and everything in there.
And so what is that? What is
that? And all that up there.
Yeah, there's witches up there.
Witches?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally broom witches?
Yeah.
Right?
No, witchcraft.
No
witchcraft.
Okay. Witchcraft. Okay, because you were about to scare me right quick. I'm about to start looking at the sky at night.
Well, do you want me to tell you something, Victor?
Yes.
Some of the photos I took when I was in Glasgow.
Yeah.
There was a witch went by in my back door, and she was on a broom. Yes, exactly.
What?
Uh-huh.
Did you come across the girl yet in the white nightgown?
Wait, y'all got me nervous. I'm changing glasses and all types of stuff over here. Hold on a second. I'm trying to tell you something. Y'all got me all screwed up. Okay.
It's a girl with a white nightgown, full apparition.
Okay, well, I see my. I don't know what's going on with my connection, and I'm scared right now because this be like they be trying to freeze your stuff, you know, and all types of stuff. Okay, so I see something here. It's like yellow, green, and white. Not sure what that is.
Yellow, green, and white.
Well, that's.
I've sent some of the cemetery as well, right enough, Donna. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's freezing. I don't even have my phone to go over my phone, but I'll check it out after this. And whatever questions I'll have, I'll.
Oh, I wanted you to see the apparition. I thought you were going to send them the apparition.
I did. I sent everything you gave me. I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she sent me.
I sent all the photos all together for the priory, but I sent the photos that you gave me of the priory to him as well, to Victor as well. The one with the fire, with the man's face and all that.
Oh, yeah, there's one in there.
I sent all that as well.
I sent, you'll see me at the bottom.
Yes.
And then at the top,
that's the one.
There's fire, and there's a face right in the middle.
That's the one I just saw. And my hand started shaking and the tablet got hot, so I put it down.
That was the priory.
Oh boy. Listen, if there's one job in the world that I don't want, it's the paranormal investigation job. I don't want it. Listen, I don't care how much you're paying me. I am not doing it. Okay. And I'll be having all Mark be trying to have me to come out to one of his events. I ain't doing nothing with Mark because Mark is a little, you know, on that side. And Sean and Brandon Creody and who else wants me? Liz, Marie. They all want me to come out. You know, it's not happening. Okay. I'll do it from here. You know what I mean? I can talk all my trash from here while they do the investigation.
Remember what I said about devices? When you watch live from your device, say prayers. Put yourself in a protection bubble.
You know what? I was talking to Liz one time, right? Lisa Marie. And I was talking to Lisa. She had about $1 billion behind her, right? And I had Mark Lee, and we was doing a show.
Yep.
Mhm.
And for some reason, Lisa kept coming in and out, and we couldn't hear her. Right, and
Because of all the dolls.
right, and my stuff. You see how my screen is looking lovely right now, beautiful.
Yeah.
So when Lisa came on, my stuff started acting up. It started acting so bad that my whole screen went blank. I lost everybody on the live show. And I said, Lisa, I do not want you on no live on my show. You got some bad energy, girl. Okay?
Lisa.
Lisa. And she'd be like, I'm doing my show next week. I'll be like, I'm not coming on your show.
Yeah, we don't know.
Lisa is she's so awesome. Oh, here go Kara.
It's Kara.
We
Hi,
got
Kara.
Marcus Wells in the building.
Hi, Marcus.
Hi, Marcus.
See, I love Marcus. Marcus, he got another show now where he be driving the mules to the moon and back. That's a new episode.
I was on that show.
Yeah, that's a new episode that Marcus is doing. How to ride a mule to the planet and back.
Well, that's what you're going to be, Marcus.
Yeah. Marcus comes out with some crazy ideas. He wants to see how he can travel. He can travel to the planet on a horse. I don't know how he's going to do that. Look at what he said. He said, Marcus is my man, 50 grand, I don't know about Marcus. I know he's a great guy, though. But, we don't over our time. Listen, I had a great time with you guys. You guys are awesome. I can do this all day. And, but I would love to bring you guys back on the show in the future.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey.
Mark Lee. Oh. Hey, Mark.
There go Mark, the
Hi,
guy.
Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Mark is the guy that goes into attics and trips over himself to get a box full of diapers. He was in this attic trying to, because they heard something up on the attic. So Mark, he wanted to go up, and Barbara is tiny.
Yeah.
They sent the biggest guy to go through this little hole like this, and they pushed the Mark up. Get up there. Yeah. Get up there. He gets up to the attic. Which is probably that big, and he's squeezing through. He sees a box. The box is at the corner, so he wants to get the box because he heard the noise. Now he wants to see what's in the box. So all that time, he's up there on his knees, going through these holes. He finally gets to the box, and when he opened the box, he gets some dirty diapers.
Oh my God.
That was so hilarious. I started dying. Oh my goodness, that was like the funniest show I ever saw. Okay. And Mark was like, no, it can't be. I was like, yeah, it is me. You got some dirty diapers.
I love Mark and Sean.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Hi, Mark. Before we go, Victor.
Yes.
Ken says to me, I was asking, but he says to me anyway, because the last time we were at that cemetery, you were on right enough. Anyway, he says to me to put the red wine down for the demon, the D or something. Well, the thing it has to my ear. I went, right, I'll do that. And then I put me candles down for the ladies. Anyway, we went to that bit. Now, where did you smell, Eunice? You and Tyler?
It was like a sulphur smell.
Well, you said it was musty and.
It was like a musty.
Tyler put his jacket on his nose.
Aye.
Really?
There was definitely a musty odor of some sort that we smelt that night.
Yeah, that's usually the smell you get from one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went up and then I just shoved the wine down on the grass. I shoved the wine down and I said what I had to say. And then we just walked calmly back out again.
Yeah.
Aye, no, we
That's
didn't.
what
We
you did.
didn't run or anything. We just calmly
No.
walked straight. We just walked away.
I don't
Calmly.
know what you're running for. You don't need to run, you know.
That's you, Mary. You got heart. You ain't gonna run. I'm gonna be running. Okay. And if I have some wings, I'll be flying. Okay? That's for sure. You know, but you know, this is a great interview. I'm having fun with you guys, and this is what it's all about, right? It's about getting the point across, finding out what you guys do, and having a little fun, you know, a little joking here and there, because that's what it's all about, you know. And I'm honored to have Donna and Eunice.
Eunice?
You know, I know Liz. I'm used to Liz. Okay, Liz be on my page. Liz be waking me up before the sun. Okay. Yeah, the sun be like, damn, I can't get to Victor before Liz. Nope, she's on point.
Yes.
Okay? It'd be 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, good morning. I'll be like, Liz, I'm still sleeping. Oh, boy. Liz is my alarm clock. I love it. Thank you, Liz, for waking me up.
Did you still want me to stay after?
I mean, if you like, well, I got another show at 5 o'clock, but we can talk on.
It won't take long.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
No.
Yeah.
And that's what I like, Victor. Sorry, Donna. When I'm on a paranormal investigation, I love to have fun. That's what it's all about. Just to have fun as well as doing it. Even if you're in danger, it doesn't matter. You can still have fun.
Yeah.
Always.
Positivity.
You know?
Positivity.
Yeah.
Always.
Always. Well, I'm glad to have you guys here. I got to set up for my next show. And Don, I'm definitely gonna reach out to you so we can talk a little bit.
Okay.
And then listen, you know, I'm already scared to talk to Donna. But,
No.
you know what I mean? I'm already sweating and everything talking about Donna.
No.
Yeah. So I see you guys.
Love you too, Mark. You said
Yeah,
you love
Mark.
your girls.
Yeah.
I love you, Mark.
Love you, Mark.
You just on the show.
Love you, Mark.
I guess I don't even know, a couple months ago.
Aye.
So yeah, so I'll see you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for coming aboard, giving me your time. Big shout out to the UK. Big shout out to Massachusetts. We in the building, baby. 617. You already know what it is. It's your boy Don Big from the Don Big Show, and I'll see you guys soon. All right.
Okay, Victor. Right, it was good to see you, and it was good talking to you.
Yeah.
I know I spoke to you now. That's really good.
Bye, Eunice and Donna.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, guys. Listen, I love these. This is why I love my show. We have great time here. We talk about certain things and we get the point across, and it's amazing. And I want to thank all you viewers for logging in, showing my guests some love all the way from the UK, and Donna from Massachusetts, which is exciting, from my city, 617. And this is what it's all about, guys. Support your paranormal investigating teams from all over the world, and share, because sharing is caring. You know what I mean? So I'll see you guys at 5 o'clock with my friend Catherine Marie, the author of the book Eye of Survivors, based on a true story, on her story of growing up in Ohio, from addiction to sex abuse. Boy, you name it, she's been through it. She'll be on the show at 5 o'clock. Tune in and check out what she has to say. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Peace, love, respect. And you already know I'm out of here.